We are coming at you live.
Laugh.
Please, Danby, can you let me talk?
I'll just drink my drink, shall I?
Yeah, please. Dan, every time you need to say something, you need to put your hand up first.
I need like a stick. We need to put like a.
No, you didn't put your hand up. You broke the rules already. Get out.
I'll put something up.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the live stream. Let's wait for people to get involved.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands. You guys all right? You guys doing all well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone listening? You guys all right?
I ain't talking to you.
You can put your hand up.
Last 30 seconds.
I'm okay.
Well, okay, before we get into it, did anyone catch up with Summertime yet? Have you seen it or not seen it?
Seen it.
I know what happens.
Why they brought that guy back?
What, Ray?
Yeah.
It's not about him coming back. It's about what the hell has he done to his teeth?
I know, right?
Insanity. Looks like a different person.
Hello, Carlos.
Evening.
Yo.
Hello.
Stephen, hello. Colin's in the chat. Hello, mate. Stormy T.
Hello, mate.
Vic's in the chat. Hello, Vic.
Vic's in the chat at 8:15 as opposed to like 9:45.
Yeah, I'm not.
What's happened?
So you can play at that. Yo.
Hello.
Matt, welcome to the chat, dude. Hello.
I thought I said Matt Cordona. I was like, what?
Nah, he's booked in for like 3 weeks' time.
Yeah. That's an Empire Toys chat. That's not Toy Division.
Yeah, he said he didn't want to speak to you guys.
That's fair enough.
Heels.
That's fair enough.
So you guys all right? Got any new stuff?
Andy, got anything?
I got a little bit. So there's something I got from Boot Fair. When did I do the Boot Fair? Was it Saturday? Sunday? Saturday one, I think. Yeah. So Grant was there selling, and I got a mini tiger.
Is that it?
Cool.
Just a little mini tiger. Well, because I was meant to be selling, and then I just picked that up. And then I got a Willow board game, but that's in the cabinet. I can't again because I forgot when you were showing and telling, and it's too far in there. But I also got the Bucky O'Hare.
What?
Toad Command.
Where'd you get that from?
Love that.
If you watch the next YouTube video I do on Bucky O'Hare, I'll tell you where I got it from.
Dude, I don't watch your videos. You know this.
Yeah, no,
I know, but just watch like the first 3 minutes. I unbox it and tell you where it's from.
Oh, okay. So is that the one you got that was on card?
No. The one that I have on card, I hate because the weapon's crap. Same weapon, but different colour.
Is it gold or something?
And orange, so much better.
Well, just so you know, mate, that best go in the cabinet, because if it doesn't, I'll be stealing that hat next time I'm over yours. That's all I want.
They're going in the cabinet. But no, I've pretty much got all the variants except 2. And I don't know why I've bothered getting 2 of each figure. But yeah. Anyway, so that was my little pickups. And the
chat, Stephen.
The Willow set.
Hello, Vader's girl.
Hello.
Yo. Bazza, you right, dude?
Hello, mate.
BTR, hello, mate. Doing?
Baz, I will reply to you. I'm so rubbish. I will get back to you, mate. Bear with me.
You guys get Cab Bane. Nope, wasn't interested at all, but we will talk about that in a second.
Yeah, I'll find one. I'll find one from somewhere.
Brad's in the house.
Hello, mate.
Badger Toys, hello, mate. How's it going?
Yes.
So, cool pickups on the Bucky hype then, Andy.
Well, I'm hopefully finishing the Bucky hype. As I say, there's 2 more variants I think I need. Not need one, but one of them I'm really not bothered about, and there's one that I actually would like, but I've only seen it on eBay and I don't want to spend that much on it, so I'm just gonna wait and see what happens.
Are you still going to get rid of the vehicles you got?
Yes. Because
they're too big.
Yeah, they'll be coming to Chatham this weekend.
I'll take a peek at the the smaller one.
Yeah. I've already got that all sidetracked for you.
Thank you very much. So me and Andy went to a car boot on Sunday, didn't we, mate? And I completely forgot about that because I did pick some things up, but it was primarily Bucky O'Hare figures.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, I was like, hang on, did we buy anything? I remember having coffee.
We had a coffee and yeah.
Oh no, yeah, I got the He-Man sword. Yeah.
From that dude. So yeah, we got a couple of little bits and pieces from one dude. Same guy that you got the Phantom Flyer with a Ghostbusters chair off Aaron at Shep's the other.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
stuff.
So yeah, he was there. He had some bits. In fact, he said, "I've got some bits put aside for you boys." And we're like, "Okay," and brought a bag of figures out, and I bought some Bucky
Oh,
hairstyle.
right.
Yeah, all of which I will be selling on Saturday, apart from the Toad Marshal, Air Commander, Ed Marshal Toad, whatever he's called, without the hat, sadly, and the dog figure they shouldn't have. But today in the post, I did get.
You got some Matrix Men.
I got my Demolition figures came through. So these are the two.
It's going to be crap. Don't worry about it.
No one's looking forward to Annie's video, mate.
It's the usual standard.
I'll be watching it. Critiquing from my chair, going, no, it's all good. It's all Annie's videos are great, very short and to the point, and he doesn't edit. It's brilliant. So yeah, Demolition, the Mattel Elite ones.
Oh, hang on, I completely forgot about this.
You can make me big. Hey. So Mattel Elite, Axe, Smash, and Crush. Axe is a little bit smaller, but I know Big C had a gripe with that, him being much shorter than the other two. But I'm not. He's not.
He was well angry about that.
He was. He was livid, wasn't he? I don't actually think it's as bad as. I mean, he is shorter in real life. So, but yeah. So I bought those three, which means that the spare Crush that I now have is going to go to the man Big C himself on Saturday because he has Axe and Smash. So we will both have a full set of the Mattels, which is nice.
And come in full circle. That's nice.
It's nice, isn't it? We both got free. But it's funny. I was like, I mean, I paid 150 quid for the three.
Shit, I didn't realize they were that expensive.
Yeah,
really.
And apparently that's a very good price because I paid 40 quid just for Crush. So I'm going to sell Crush to Chris for 40 quid, just get my money back. But from what I'm told, he paid 150 quid just for Axe and Smash, and that's that's like the going rate. So they're quite sought after. They do come up every now and then, but they're not cheap basically. So, which sucks. I didn't want to spend that much money on, but I do love Demolition, obviously. So there we go. Yeah.
Well,
do you like your men in pants?
We've seen your toy room.
I do like my men in BDSM bondage gear. It's yeah. You know,
that was a weird night.
On a weird little side note is I think it was Dark Side of the Ring. We're talking, and I can't remember if it was Demolition or not. It might have been Legion of Doom, but they were talking about like where they kind of got their get up from, and a lot of their get up, I think Demolitions as well, but certainly Legion of Doom, it was inspired by Mad Max 2. So my jokes that Demolition looked like Lord Humongous is actually, I believe, quite accurate. But there we go. I've got a couple of pre-orders on the go, but obviously I'll chat about them when I get them. What you got, Aaron?
What have I got? Got your favourite here.
Apart from a hat that looks like Zach from Saved by the Bell would be wearing it.
I know, I'm well 90s up at the moment. I've got my new T-shirt from Xavi.
Very nice. I've got a very old T-shirt with Cartoon Network on it.
Yeah, I think this is supposed to look like it's really old. It's like it's supposed to be like, I think, like, you know how the old white T-shirt just went kind of grey, creamy over the. I think it's supposed to be like that, but
vintage sweat mark.
Yeah, you know it. But yeah, Xavi's sizes are a bit weird. I bought another T-shirt as well, which I'll show next week off. But this is a medium. This is definitely not a medium size because there's no point in my life that I fitted into a medium T-shirt.
Yeah.
So I got that. What else did I get? I got did a video on it, but I got the double pack, Rita and Zed.
And you're going to get rid of your other Zed, are you?
Yes, I will do. So Rita's pretty cool, except for her arms. They are awful. They don't bend, and I've actually stressed the joint under the arm where I've tried to bend it. And it's not. You pull the sleeve up, and it's got a hinge joint, but it's real weird. It's not. Yeah, it's got like a smaller plastic bit before the hinge joint.
All right.
So it's not like the classic, like
ball joint.
Yeah, it's not. So where I've been trying to get her to, move her arm like that, where she quite easily can do it because it's just stressed this little bit of plastic. So it's kind of annoyed me a little bit.
That's like all the Jack's wrestling figures.
Yeah.
They're all like that, and there's nothing really you can do about it. It's just such a bad design.
Yeah. But I don't know if it could be a bad figure because a few people have said, "Oh, mine work," and I don't know if the arm's been like put on the wrong way round because where her arm's supposed to be like that and do a joint, there's this like other bit of plastic that goes over it like that, so it stops it going up.
But it sounds like the elbow joint's been put on the inside, maybe.
But then the bottom of it is it's fine. Like so it looks like if it's been put on the wrong way around, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, variant worth £1,000.
I'd send a strong letter of complaint, mate. Get yourself a free one.
You know, right? You know, I love my strong letters of complaint.
Yeah.
And it comes with a Z as well. And literally, all Z is that's the old Z. It's just a repaint. You literally come with like they've painted his fingernails, as you can see.
Oh yeah.
And there's a slight darkness in the red on this one, but that's about it, really.
It's just so. Yeah, I don't know. I'm fed up of reboxing old figures.
100%, so am I. Like, literally, I only wanted this figure because obviously they never made a proper Rita back in the day, and it just goes well with it. But I'm literally doing what Grant did. I'm reboxing that up.
Sell it.
Yeah. Going to sell it, yeah. Just pump some money back into the collection or something.
Yep.
So yeah, got that. This has been sitting at Vic's house for ages. I completely forgot about it. I bought it ages ago at Toys R Us.
Toys R Us?
No, sorry.
Was it one?
No, right. Yeah, so got that. I think it was only like £5 in their sale, so I can't really complain.
Yeah.
But literally, I don't even want the figure. It comes with like some cool like rock in it or something. That looks pretty cool. So that's all.
Who is it?
Ginorso.
Like Ginorso, yeah. Ginorso to me.
Yeah.
My favourite of the Star Wars films.
Yeah, it's a quality film, but
yeah.
Oh wow. Then bits I got from the car boot. So me and Vic sold at the car boot on Sunday, getting rid of loads of stuff. It's quite funny being the other side of the table. Like, you know, it's like
deal with people like you, like, oh, a pound.
Yeah, literally dealing with people like me. Oh, how much for this? £10. Oh, it's a car boot sale, mate. Like there's some, well, on the Saturday, you probably saw it in my video. I had a right proper dodgy seller trying to sell like a Power Ranger figure for like, he was trying to tell me it was complete. And it was like missing all its stuff. Like the plastic, even the weapons weren't in a baggie.
Some of these people, what do they know, eh?
I know, right? But
do you still owe money for that? Or did you settle off on that?
No, he still owes me money for it.
I'm in the money for it. But I did manage to get around to get a few bits.
£5 that you can't spare.
Insult to injury. I bought this thing off this dude. It was rubbish. You didn't even pay him for it.
I know, right? So I got like a little Jurassic World baby T-Rex.
Nice.
That was only like 20p. Got this dude, which I think is meant to be like a zombie Deadshot. I don't know. Looking at his, it might not be. It might quite clearly says Mark.
Hold up again.
It says Marvel on the bottom of it, so it's definitely not Deadshot.
Hold up.
Is it the steel guy? The guy.
It almost looks like Colossus.
Yeah, that's the one. He's in.
Probably better if I got it out of the packaging. But yeah, he kind of looks like.
He's got Colossus's legs, hasn't he?
But I just liked his like. He's kind of like a zombie-looking dude. Don't know if anyone in the comments knows who he is.
Have a look.
2003 Marvel Toys stat line. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. That cost me £3. Can't grumble at that. What else? Pick this Joe up. 97 Joe.
Nice.
Yeah, that was only 20p. Can't complain with that. This was a bit expensive for what it was, but you know me, I ain't gonna turn that down.
Yeah.
That was £4.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know, right?
Ooh. Surprised you didn't turn it down.
Yeah, but it's the first like old school Power Ranger thing I've actually found this year at the car boot sale. Like Megazord was.
Yeah, they're not been around, have they?
And not been around at all. But the only reason I did actually, because all the clips are in, but I know it sounds silly, but the clip for the tail tip is intact. So
That's not
that's
normally
probably
broken, is it?
that's the only reason.
Aaron, it's Deathlock. Apparently, a bunch of people know a lot more about things than we do.
That's because they're the chat. The chat knows.
Not to be confused with Deathclock, the awesome, hilarious metal band.
Then what else? Then my favourite find from the weekend was the Megatron from Beast Wars.
Has he got a dinosaur for a hand?
I never got into Beast Wars.
Yeah, this is 90s Beast Wars cartoon. Yes, he has. Unfortunately, it's missing the tongue bit that goes in there.
So one of his hands is the head and one of his hands is the tail.
Yeah, so he's got like.
How does he pick anything up?
He doesn't need to. He's Megatron. He's got others that do pick stuff up for him.
Oh,
there you go.
I think that's sort of design flaw.
Me and Andy, we came across a full glove puppet Jurassic Park T-Rex, like one of the full size ones.
Oh, I think Andy was telling me. Yeah.
Yeah, and they wanted a tenner for it, which is fair, but it's kind of like fair if you wanted it to keep.
Yeah, 100%.
But
yeah.
And we walked back round, and I was like, "Oh, maybe I'll ask her if she'll do it a bit cheaper." And she was shouting at her boyfriend, like
full blown domestic going on. It was not the time to ask for money.
That was
we
100% the time to be asking. They would have just thrown it at you and gone, "Just take it. I don't care."
No,
and
she would have stabbed me. No.
Out of fighting was just gonna walk up and be like, shut up. How much for that?
Yeah, I would have just butted in. Excuse me.
We also learned about the Stimpy situation, didn't we? Now,
dude.
What?
Right. So, me and Andy, we walk round, right? Then right towards the one of the end aisles, and he's like, "Oh, what's that?" Because he knows I like that. And it was I've already got a different one, but whatever. It was like a cuddly toy Stimpy from Ren and Stimpy.
Right.
And some woman had it in her hands, along with the pink bear thing from
Toy Story. Yeah.
I was like clutching onto them, like, "Whoa!" And she was asking the seller if there was, if they had any more stuff, whatever. And Andy was like, "Oh, she's gonna buy them," and I'm like, "Yeah, she's gonna buy them." But before we walked off, didn't I, Andy? I walked up to her and I said, "Excuse me, are you definitely buying that?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, we're definitely taking this, like £3 sort of thing." And I'm like, "Understood, not a problem." And we sort of walked off as it would appear that the deal was being done. Like wallets were being reached for.
It looked like yeah.
And it's like, that sucks, because I would have liked that. That's something that I would have liked, but whatever. About an hour later, literally, wasn't it? Because that was the first
because we went and had a coffee. We went
back down. And we were like, I wonder. We go back past it, and it's still there. But as we're both like, "Oh," someone else picks it up.
No.
And I'm like, "Oh, excuse me, are you going to buy that?" And she was with her son, who was like, "Oh yeah, I'd like that one." And I said, "Not a problem." And I had a little chat with the seller, didn't I? She's like, "What is it?" And I told her what it was, and whatever. And but yeah, and so now that is now known as the Stimpy situation. So if you see something you want that someone's got in their hand and they're going to buy it, you lurk until the deal is done, because I don't know what happened in the 10 seconds after we walked away the first time.
They were getting money out to pay. Like,
it was
unless
done.
the woman had
Do you reckon
multiple.
she tried the? Do you reckon was it £3?
Yeah,
they were £3 each. She didn't look like she wanted to haggle. She was like, "I'm definitely taking these two." So all I can think is maybe the woman, the seller, brought out maybe some more stuff, and she was like, "Oh, I don't want to spend more than £6." So that went back, and another one came out. But I swear she was literally had her hand in her purse as we walked away.
Yeah. Well, the only other thing I can think of is that she went that whole kind of like, "I'll give you £1 for it."
She didn't seem like that sort of person.
Or had like only a £20 note, £20 note in her person. They didn't have change. That's the only two things.
But surely in that instance, you go, "Can you just put it to one side? I'll come back and get it." I mean, she really did want it. And it was, like I say, it was about an hour, maybe even longer, between us seeing it the first time and the second time. But yeah, I was a bit irritated. But then I realized it doesn't matter. It's just a cuddly toy, whatever.
But now, if we're ever there and that happens, we just have to remember
Stimpy situation.
Stimpy situation.
Until
let's not let that happen again. If you see someone buying something you want, you wait until it's in their bag, basically.
And how close to them do you wait? Like, are we talking like literally?
You're on their tail.
Oh, touch you.
Yeah, like right, like face to
You're
face.
eyeballing them. You're eyeballing them. You're just, he's taking it. He's taking it. He's taking
I want,
it.
I want it so if they turn their head to look, they touch my face. That's how close I want to be.
100%.
Yeah.
But just make sure you're wearing a mask.
No mask. They got to feel my breath.
LKG, hello, dude. You all right?
Hello, mate.
We're all good. Thanks for checking the Instas and the channels.
Thank you, sir. He set up like a Mario Kart thing around his house.
Yeah.
Awesome. You get used to being on the seller side. Oh,
I don't know. Doing it on Saturday, like, I don't do them often because I don't like doing them, but I had to clear some, like, from all clutter. And, like, selling clothes for, like, 50p. It's like new jeans. And they're like, no, 25p? Like, no, it's 50p. Like,
Someone was trying to haggle him 25p, and it was a deal breaker. Amazing.
yeah, they
we had that on Sunday. But I played a little game. So remember like, a couple of years. Do you remember that time I found an Adam bomb at the car boot sale?
Yeah.
Have I mentioned that before?
When Andy was selling and didn't find anything, he was selling. Yeah.
But you know that lot we got that wrestling in that lot we got there was the wrestling ring.
I saw that you had that in your selling pictures. I saw that and I thought, oh, then I remember where you got it from, and I'm like, oh yeah, it was. I think it had a crack down the middle, didn't it?
Yeah, it had a crack in it, and basically it was used for parts, and it'd been sitting in the shed for ages. Like I keep saying to myself, oh, I should bring that to a fair, and like real estate on a fair table for what it's kind of is.
Chuck it on the floor.
But my God, as soon as I got that out, I knew what I was doing. As soon as I got it out on the table, it was just like it was like like Jurassic Park, all like the raptors sort of all look around and stuff. They were, the bit where they're going through the long grass and all the grass is like moving and all their tails are going. It was like that. They were just literally swarming.
How much do you have on it?
Well, I played the game at the start, and so for all the people at the beginning, 20 quid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
Smashed up, stained, but yeah, fair enough.
I know, right? Crack in the middle.
It doesn't even have the ropes.
It does have the ropes.
It has got the ropes.
It has the ropes.
They're a bit limp.
Give me some credibility, Andy.
Because you
said that 20 quid.
You sold the sound box separately, didn't you?
Yeah, to Brad in the chat.
Yeah. So no one bit for 20 quid.
Sorry?
No one bit for 20 quid.
Funnily enough, no one bit at all for 20 quid. But, I had all the whole thing, you got any wrestlers on it and all that sort of stuff. And I think someone asked me what the best I could do on it, and I said 18. So, eventually, actually, Vic sold it when I was walking away. She sold it for 7 quid, which was perfectly fine. I just wanted to get rid of it. Do you know what I mean? And then she sold it, it was to like a nice little sort of normal people. But it was just that kind of like, I
love that mentality of I can go round and get things for cheap, but you're not doing it, so it's 20 quid.
So Aaron says, it's gone to a nice family who have a stall set up just over there where they're now selling it for 15 quid.
Oh mate, if someone tries to get 15 quid, that's fine. To be honest, I think I would have been happy with like a £5 for it because you had the crack in the middle and everything. So Vic did amazing to get £7 for it.
No, I'd have bought it off you for £5 and spray painted it, turned it into a.
If I knew, you could have had it for 20.
Nah.
Yeah, so was we, LKG, so was we. He was It's all right. We found out later on in the day that if you just lowballed him straight away, he just caved in. So it was all right.
Boot fair.
Oh yeah, so it was fun. We had a great laugh and got recognised by a few people, which is still so surreal. Even
you can never go back to Birmingham, right? Too many people recognise you.
Yeah, I know. I'm just too famous.
But you won't be going back there soon, huh?
Yeah.
No. This should all be getting packed down tomorrow. So take it all in now.
So soak it in, boys.
Soak it in, boys. Mark, hello mate. How you doing? Welcome to the chat.
Hello, mate.
Mark's got a YouTube channel. If you guys want to check it out, does some Star Wars games with him and his. I'm gonna assume it's your wife. You got kids, so if it's not, then. But
expose Mark there to the world.
Expose Mark. But it's proper funny, proper just makes you chuckle, puts a smile on your face. They're great videos. They did one. I don't want to spoil too much, but they went searching for rare toys in the forest, and they got done over by scalpers, even in these like crazy American woods. That's quite funny. Dave World Toys, you right, mate?
Hello, mate.
Another YouTube channel. This guy's got a YouTube channel as well. If you didn't know, he's only starting out, so go subscribe to him. Go help him out.
Give him a like.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, Ed, how you doing, brother?
How you doing, mate?
He said his videos were inspired by mine.
He saw how Andy makes videos and thought, if I do everything the opposite of that, then I think people will make them a good length, some level of editing quality, production values.
One time wonder, man. Just one time, let it go.
I love it. I love
to see it pay off. I'm starting to see it pay off.
I love both approaches.
I actually watched Ed. I watched a video today on the bootleg Transformers. That's how far behind I am on watching people's YouTube videos, but it was quality. It was proper quality.
Did you see the Ed's collection one? He went and did like a pickup.
Is that the one he went to someone's place and got like pickups? Yeah, and I did. Sorry, I didn't see that one. You got some awesome stuff from there. Alan, mate, how's it going?
He's not saying hi to you, Aaron. He's saying hi to Ed.
Oh, sorry. Well, you know.
Woo, woo. Big 100, go for it.
Yeah, congratulations, Dark Lycan. If you're not already one of his Instagram followers, go do it. He is the king of toy hunting in Scotland.
Actually,
seems that way.
Quite embarrassingly, I think I might have missed following Baz back. So give me 2 seconds, and I'll do that. I'm doing. You know, I don't do any kind of.
Yeah, to be fair, Dan is.
It's
don't take it personally.
One here. Guys, we had Extreme XL a few weeks ago. It's PowerPoint Passion this evening. Ooh, PowerPoint Passion. It's actually PowerPoint Pleasure Play, but I like it.
No.
PowerPoint Pleasure Play.
Yeah.
How can we get this?
I don't know.
I think we peaked far too early with spreadsheet.
Yeah. I'm never bringing the spreadsheet out. You all took the mickey out of me. It hurt my feelings.
I'll never stop mentioning that. It was terrible.
It was shocking.
We should try to do it again just for.
No, next week.
I'm never doing it again.
It's going to be the wacky Word document. That's what we're doing.
That was really.
In Aaron's defence, it didn't help that every time it booted up, it crashed because for some reason StreamYard doesn't seem to support Excel.
I know. I did write a strongly worded email to them.
Good.
Was it in a spreadsheet?
You might have upped everyone's streaming to like 4K and everything, but that's not what the people wanted. The people wanted Excel.
We needed Excel. That's
all we needed. Didn't need 4K. Didn't need ultra high def surround sound.
If you're
didn't need to add 4 more extra people to the chat. No, we needed Excel.
If you're not throwing down complex V lookups, then you're no friend of mine.
Exactly. Uncle Shinobi, hello mate. Welcome to the chat.
Whenever I see that name, I think of Shinobi versus Dragon Ninja, which was one of my favourite games in the Atari ST.
I thought you were going to say one of your favourite.
It was Shinobi. Was it on Mega Drive as well?
Oh, probably. But I used to play it on the Atari.
Rom, hello mate.
Hello mate.
Well, you only said hello, Aaron. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Anti hello. I'm taking my hello back from Glacier from.
Wayne Banner. What's your favourite Toy Fair venue, guys? Mine's Birmingham or Stafford.
I've never done Stafford.
I like Birmingham.
I think I have to say Birmingham.
I like Sandown, but I really like Kempton because it's really close to my house.
Yeah, pros and cons. Well, Sandown's really close to our house. I still prefer going to the NEC as a buyer or a seller. The NEC's just got it.
As a buyer, it's got to be NEC, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. What I like.
Sorry, mate.
Sorry, can you raise your hand, please, before talking? Yes, Dan.
Wayne Banner. Do you refer to where you live as Wayne Manor? I hope so. If you don't, you should. Then you could be Wayne Banner from Wayne Manor. I'm just into it.
Wayne Banner's Manor.
That doesn't. Well, maybe. Just simply Wayne's Manor.
Well, his name's actually like Bruce.
100%. Yeah, there are. Yeah, so I would say Birmingham NEC is probably without doubt the best toy fair in the country. I don't think you can, just for the pure scale of how many people from the south travel up to it and how many people north go down.
Almost like a toy mecca, like everyone.
Yeah,
You never won't find something at the NEC.
yeah, 100%.
There's always something of interest to everyone. I think if you're into toys.
No, 100%. So Stafford's good. Stafford was actually really surprised. Me and Vic went there a couple of times, and I would say it's probably like the Sandown of up that way. Like there was a lot more toys there than because normally when you have the NEC, and then all the other little, like I've been to Coventry, and it's mostly cars. Like it caters for the die cast, the train people, and I think a few of those other fairs do. I've heard a lot of other people saying like, don't go to this one because it's more trainy and all that sort of stuff, which is, fair enough for those type of collectors. But Stafford, like, I was surprised how many action figure collectors were there, dealers were there.
I'm gonna change my answer and say that the best toy fair on right now is definitely Chatham Toy Fair, which is on Saturday. You should definitely come down because we're all going to be there selling stuff.
Yes, we will be at the Chatham Toy Fair.
You happy, Robbo? I promoted it.
Yeah, I know. That's it. That's the only bit of Chatham we're going to talk about tonight.
Yeah.
No, Joe. We'll talk about
where is it again? Where are we Saturday?
It's a Medway Shopping Centre on Saturday, the 29th of August. That's this Saturday.
This Saturday.
This Saturday, mate.
This Saturday. Where is it again?
Chatham, Medway Shopping Centre.
Chatham's in Kent.
It's not near where I live. Well, that's what I know.
Apparently, there's a comic book shop there as well. They sell comics.
in Medway Shopping Centre.
In Medway Shopping Centre.
Yeah. Yes, Suke's pop. Favorite toy fair is.
There he is.
Yeah. We were just saying that Chatham Toy Fair is currently the best toy fair that is currently on. Yeah.
Just like to point out that this is not a paid for presentation by Zong's Pop Culture.
If anything, it costs us money.
Yeah.
So.
But no, it is a really good fair. Like, when we did it last time, I was surprised of how how many good sellers were actually there, and the few that I knew that were going, and there was a few there that I didn't know that were going. That was like a good surprise. It is a good mix, and I'm really looking forward to going back. Like, I had a real good time. I love the gazebo. And Adam, I will be quicker at packing down this time.
He won't.
I will be. I promise.
Can my gazebo be on stilts because I kept hitting my head on the top? I know I'm freakishly tall, but it wasn't fair. I was next to the lovely Ken, who I would love to be next to again, but he just glides underneath it every time I walked into it. Doosh, every time. Yeah.
I do like that comment. That is great.
I don't want to talk about that. I will find something else to lose my mind over. Don't worry. But this
I've
time
already told him to put the Halfords postcode.
Even if Aaron takes a wrong turn, which he did, I will follow him religiously.
There's no point saying it's my fault.
You're the one that ended up on a flipping roof.
Move on, guys. We're missing comments here. I don't know what we're talking about. This is.
Other good toy fairs I would say up there is Kempton, Sandown. I've seen a few comments of Sandown, so I'm just going back.
There's still like sort of belief and like hope that the NET will happen at Christmas, or like the one
100%.
after Christmas.
None of them are happening.
I don't think it's going to happen myself. I think I've come to the realization it's not going to happen. But then I still keep seeing comments of like, but like I hope. I would like to be wrong. I would love to be wrong, and it happens. Even better yet, I can go. It'll probably turn out that I finally have a job and I have work, but I don't, and I would love to go. But we'll see.
Yeah, but
I'm not convinced that there'll be anything like that this year. But
no.
Yeah, as I said, I'd like to prove wrong. I'd like it to be, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah, and no.
Yeah,
I think the Kempton guys out. Everything's off until 2021.
Yeah, I think they've pretty much just. The thing is, though, it must be difficult because there's no point. Because obviously, as we know, like you could sit there and be like, right, we want to do a toy fair here, and you'd be all good, and then like 2 days before the toy fair, they could turn around and go, okay, local lockdown in that area.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
if you've got to restrict the amount of people that can come in, then that's
Yeah.
going to restrict the appetite for going, and it's going to also, I think, slightly dampen the appetite for people to sell. If you're like, well, am I only going to get to see a couple of hundred people? Imagine if NEC did it and it was every other table was full and they only let like 200 people in at a time. For people like us that drive 100 odd miles to get there, you'd be like, ugh.
And
Of
also,
course,
yeah,
we can still go because we're idiots and we love it. But
to be honest, I'd probably be more inclined to go as a punter than if
Yeah.
it was on. Like, I'm probably more inclined to go up and just have a wander, just a
well, we just all jump in one car and just slam it down there and yeah, we'll walk around for sure.
100%.
But I mean, the guys doing the Totten, is it Hampshire Fairs? They've been there. I think they've got 2 or 3 under their belt, and they're still trying to do the like a weekend Comic Con.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're going for it. But then I think the thing is though, they probably know that they like. I'm not trying to take anything away from them because it's like it's a regional fair, so it generally will be smaller than a
Oh yeah,
like
yeah. I mean, we went to it.
Yeah.
And it's quite small, but
Yeah, well, we went to it a few times, but from what we've heard, like there's nothing.
It's well run, it's well organized, but it's you can't transfer that to the size of something like Sandown or definitely
No.
the NEC.
no, yeah,
You
definitely.
just can't.
At the minute, it's not worth driving all the way down there just to see 6
No.
people's toys.
So for me, the best kind of setups are absolutely things like Chatham because you can. It's just like it's an outdoor market indoors. So
Yeah.
you know, as long as everyone's masked up, which we will be, and everyone will be, it's not a problem.
There was lots of space as well. Like we were opposite each other, like me and Andy, and there was a good like 3 meters, maybe
Oh,
about 3, maybe a little bit more. But
Yeah.
yeah, there was good space, and there was like a big area in the middle where people can sort of generally move around. There was hand sanitizer stations, everything. It was great, really well run, and I'd 100% say like, if you want to come down for it, do it. Like,
But don't come down before 1 o'clock because Aaron won't be set up.
no, because I'd have spent half the morning trying to convince Dan to stay because he got lost on a. Roof.
I'll have had a major league temper tantrum about something. Something will have irritated me at 4:30 in the morning for sure. But
Mark's put the first show I watched was the spreadsheet live stream. I thought I subscribed. No, you definitely knew you were on the right channel. You thought this is what I signed up for.
well, these guys are idiots.
Well, thank you very much. If that was your first experience, thank you for coming back. That was
Revenge of Shinobi was an awesome
That's
game.
what it's called on the Mega Drive. Revenge of Shinobi. Yep. Yep.
That was the best one I've done with BP Fairs. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, Stafford was good. And the thing about Stafford is it's like a Tony Hawk's game. There's actually a secret room. So like me and Vic were like spent ages the first time we were there, just walking around the main bit, saying, "Oh no, people have said good things about it." And then it was like someone I think said to us, "Oh, have you been in the other room?" And we're like, "What?" And just like walked into it, and it was doubled the size, and just like Big Kid Collectibles was in there. And that's where I got those wrestlers for you and everything.
Ah,
yeah,
yes,
you got a big bag of snipes,
yeah. Yeah.
People call me Double Bruce.
Bruce.
Bruce is everywhere.
My name is Bruce.
Birmingham's where I found the Demolition Crush Hasbro. Before going to the gaming convention. No. Yeah, me and Vic have been to the gaming. And he's great, isn't it? Like as a venue for anything. Like been to the Comic Cons there. The
When I was a kid, I used to I think twice I went to they had like big games workshop convention there, and it was awesome. Just the size of it, you know what I mean? It's quite, as a child, it's quite overwhelming. For a toy fair, it's so good. The NEC, just the way that it's just a massive hangar with it's just rows and rows of people selling toys.
It would be interesting. Like I know a lot of the American sort of toy shows, they're starting to get like people involved of like actual like voice actors and people that design toys, and it's almost going the ways of more of being a Comic-Con.
I wouldn't mind if they did that, but I would want it specifically related to toys as opposed to films, TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like what's it? Is it Peter Cullen is Optimus Prime.
Okay.
He turns up to sort of the bigger toy fairs out there. They're
But
almost
even that's like a voice actor. I
Hmm.
don't know. I don't actually know who I'm talking about when I say about toys. Like maybe someone who designs for Hasbro. I don't know. It would be quite
I want
special.
Vin Diesel there talking about Street Sharks.
Oh,
Robin.
not just talking about it, mate. I want to see a breakdancing demo at the same time. I want Vin Diesel breakdancing to the Street Sharks music.
Yeah, Sandown is great because it is close. There is nothing better than leaving there at 4 o'clock and being in my house by 4:15.
Sandown's my favourite to sell at because I just like the vibe and I like
The only
setup.
thing that I know that annoys me about Sandown is that it's the most expensive, yet you get the least from them.
No space.
You get you get less time in the venue. You can't bring a backing table. You can't have a table behind, so you've just got to spend money spreading out.
It's like a scene from Death Race with Jason Statham trying to get in there when the car park opens in the morning. Absolute carnage.
Yeah, especially when the guys that are giving you directions disappear, and everyone's like, "Well,
And
there's
then
no one here."
people they don't recognise the staggered approach and just whip right in.
There's nothing better than being at Sandown Toy Fair, and there is the 6 o'clock in the morning car park argue because someone like there's a queuing system they've got there. Like people who've only been as buyers or never seen it. Basically, it's a massive queue to get in from the dealers, and then before the queue gets so long, they then staggering it. But I think one year that I think they told people to stagger, and then the car park people all like went away. So all these other people just started coming in and just joining the queue at the back. And oh my god, some of these blokes were getting absolutely raging.
Was it Sandown that we all met up in the car park and like before the main car park, and Andy had already eaten 2 sausage rolls and didn't feel very good about himself?
Yeah, that was at like 5:30 in the morning. That
Half
was a really
hour
bad
morning.
decision.
Man had smashed a coffee, 2 sausage rolls, and was on like a Red Bull. It was a total disgrace.
He's having a mini party in his in the Formula Ford.
And it was like, how long till the actual car park opens? About another hour and a half. Oh, crap.
Do you remember we've been doing that fair for like years, not really like dying to go to the toilet, and like when it opened, like running to the toilet, only for like last year to find out that there was actually an open door where you can go through, and there was.
Yeah, you were allowed to use the facilities if you needed, seeing as you've been in the car park for like 2 and a bit hours waiting for it to open.
The last one before lockdown that I did that you guys didn't do because you were doing a different thing. It was raining that hard that they basically opened the doors about 45 minutes before they normally do and said just start coming in. It was
Yeah.
Remember we got shouted at for setting up early. They left the door open.
Yeah, so me and you just walked straight in, didn't realise, and then
started setting up. You're not allowed in before 8 o'clock.
I felt like being told off by the head teacher again. I was like, Jesus, sorry.
Universal Collector, hello buddy, how you doing?
Thank you very much. I'm also loving my Willow collection.
He's got some awesome. He showed it off in the live stream, the Paddy Boy live stream. Someone sent him some of the Mattel He-Man.
Okay.
Pretty cool stuff. Keith, hello mates, how you doing?
Hello, mate.
Colin's going to be there. We'll see you there, buddy.
I still don't have any turtles, Colin. I'm of no use to you.
Colin, is this any good to you?
Smash. Was this any good to you?
Let me know. Because it's now complete. It has all the bits.
But still loose. And Colin's a minty man.
I can wrap it in cling film if it makes everyone feel better. Like it will look new.
Who dated Mariah Carey?
Stephen Williams. Got 4 cons, but really nervous that I'll end up being cancelled. Yeah, I've got one's not got back to me. One has. I won't say what they told me, but they're kind of basically just waiting out. And the other was, we'll take your bookings, and then just went silent. And then I had a couple of emails that just been ignored. So I've kind of left it now because I'm like, it hasn't filled me with much confidence.
Filling you with confidence, right?
I think a few of them are going to get pulled last minute. The cons.
I just don't see how a big venue will go ahead. Do you know what I mean? Right.
Yeah.
The idea of
Yeah.
Comic Cons of one-way systems and all that sort of stuff kind of sounds quite good, but no, I can't.
We've all been out in the real world. The one-way systems don't work. There's people packed onto trains, buses, clubs. You know, they're telling us to go and eat for like half price, but yet then they're saying, "Oh, you can't go and be in a public place with everybody."
Yeah,
I don't know.
But then, like, they've got to rely on like actors and stuff, and like, and well, imagine if they brought in a 14-day quarantine from America. That's all the actors like screwed. Do you know what I mean?
There'll be no one coming in from America to do a signing like in a few months. It's just not going to happen.
I don't know. Rely on English actors are already here then.
We're looking for Power Rangers to Chatham. Talk to Dan. Dan's got loads.
I had loads. I threw one in the bin because they're rubbish. Sorry, man.
Let me know what you're after, Colin. Like, is it just old school stuff or anything? Just let me know.
He was upset there was no spreadsheet.
I'll say take it easy, dude. Although he's 100% left the chat by now, but we will indeed see you.
Take it easy, man. If you catch up, we'll see you Saturday.
If you are watching this and you ever need help with spreadsheets, speak to Aaron.
Just leave me alone with the spreadsheet.
If you are watching and you ever need help with directions, don't speak to me.
Carlos, our evening centre is currently being used as a makeshift hospital for COVID patients, so I don't know where we'll get. Yeah,
that's still at the NEC as well, right?
There's loads of them everywhere, mate. But the NEC is the big Nightingale one. There's another one in London as well.
Kind of want to check it out and just see if it's as good. I don't know.
Just check it out.
You're just going to go check it out. Why are you here? I heard it was a hospital. But yeah, so the big one, so the NEC that we talked about, that's a COVID centre at the moment, and the XL, which is where like the London Comic Con, the big London Comic Con, is held. That is also a Nightingale hospital. Although apparently they've got no patients in them. Well, last time I checked.
No, but there is. Yeah,
and they're just standbys, aren't they?
They're keeping them because they know it's all going to explode again, I guess.
Well, think of it like this, right? If you were the people that own the XL or people that own the NEC or whatever, would you rather have the government sort of assisting you with funding, or them go, here, have it all back, and be able to put nothing on because nothing's happening? So
yeah, no, it all revolves around the money.
Of course, yeah.
Well, not down.
I agree. Wayne. The other room in Stafford is great for bargains, 100%. Blue Harvest Vintage Toys, hello, mate.
Hello.
Chats.
Another
YouTuber, and so was Universal Collector. Sorry, another YouTuber. Check out the channels. Where was I in the chat? Stephen,
do we have a talking point?
Under the machine and Hasbro making wrestlers is what Dan wants at his toys.
Yeah,
Dan loves wrestlers.
I do love wrestlers. I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with the Hasbros and definitely with the Mattel retros. Like, I'm kind of over it. I won't sell my figures, but I'm just over it. Been collecting them since 91 or 90. You know what I mean? I got them the first time round, so it's a bit like, ugh. I don't want them on card. I don't need the variants. So I don't know. I just need Demolition ×3 now.
All the Demolitions.
All the Demolition.
Vin Diesel's a bit of an enigma. Yeah.
Vin Diesel was awesome. He does love his D&D. Like, I believe to this day he still does. He like Dungeon Masters, like celebrity D&D get-togethers and stuff.
Yeah. I'm hoping that when this all sort of blows down, we can take Johnny from Monkeys on his
100%.
I'd love to like learn a bit of D&D
with Johnny as well. What a legend!
It'd be pretty fun.
I reckon it'd be funny. Definitely get in the train. Get in the train for a few bits for brewskis. Some pizza, because apparently that place he goes for pizza, Lost Boys Pizza, is supposed to be banging. So, Badge Toys, sweet. It's a £250, dude. Live stream.
I was like, what?
Andy's face. Mate, it's mint in box.
It's not mint, is it? You just said it wasn't mint.
Yeah, hit me up on Instagram and we'll sort something out. Because I don't think Colin wants it.
Go and see him his car boot. As you've heard earlier on, his prices are so reasonable. £20 for a smashed up old Hasbro wrestling.
Just don't go around to Aaronson first. Give it half an hour or an hour.
Yeah.
No, all you got to do is wait for Aaron to walk off, as he will do, because he'll want to go and buy something, and capture Vic and be like, "Look, come on, sensible conversation."
Well, she's the boss, so she runs it all. So
that's it.
she can make those decisions.
yeah.
I'm just the pretty face of the at the front. She's
Well,
one who,
that's disappointing.
yeah, I know, right? I booked you in for the Love of Sci-Fi in December at Manchester. I really hope it goes ahead for you, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the sort of Midlands and upper areas. Everything seems to have in like regional lockdowns. So
yeah, they're having regional ones, right? I think Manchester's gone back into lockdown, right?
They're teetering on it. I think a couple of cousins up there are saying like they're kind of a bit confused of like what's going on because everyone's kind of like, really? Are we getting bad? Do you know what I mean? And it's like they turn the news on and there's someone down in London on the BBC News telling them that up there is really bad, and they're like, is it?
Yeah,
it's such a weird situation.
Actually, it's one of those things. Yeah. Rolling reviews, another YouTuber. Welcome to the chat. I hope when you mean your Evil Knievel, you mean the toy.
this is not a metaphor.
Not a metaphor.
Oh, I kind of like that name, though.
What do you call your old boy? Call him Evil Knievel because he's completely broken.
I was thinking more because of the stunts. He's a crazy stunt man. No regard to himself.
Because I once, I don't want to brag, girl, but I once set him on fire.
Rumor has it he jumped 15 cars.
Rumor. I used to have an Evil Knievel toy when I was very young. It was like one of them pullback bikes and the shoot off.
Did the loopy loop?
I don't have the loop, but it was just a jump. It might have had like a caravan, like a trailer that pulled the bike as well. But it had like a little. I mean, it wasn't complete. I think I got it from a jumble sale, but there's something very satisfying about a pullback jump, but something very like disappointing as when it stops and just goes plop over on one side. But Evil Knievel toys were very cool and still
they
are.
are cool.
Yeah,
they are cool. Ben, welcome to the chat, dude.
Evening.
Hope the shoulder's healing up.
His shoulder's fine. We saw him in Pog action, man. He was getting
He was getting Muggsy. He was getting Sam to do all the hard work, but then he was throwing down some massive Pog finisher.
He knew exactly what he was doing.
Who's this?
Then as soon as he misses, he was like, "Oh, can you come pick me up now? I can't drive."
Who's that, Ben?
The Pog.
I've never laughed so hard at someone missing us. Oh yeah, it was. I wish we actually filmed that as a whole thing because it got funnier and funnier. The more we were like, why don't we try this technique? The more he missed the entire stack, and at one point bounced it directly into the ceiling. Andy almost took my eye out. Aaron knocked them all over. What's that?
You almost dick punched me.
Oh, I definitely got a finger.
You like literally we went, oh, the Pog's going all that way over there.
I gave Aaron the gentleman's kung fu grip.
I was like, all right. At least buy me dinner first.
But we were all wearing masks, so it was safe.
Well, it was a very fun hang, and we will play Pogs again, and we will do it on carpet, and because Aaron still has 17,000 Pogs he has to get rid of.
Do you know what the funny thing was? That we were all more happy that someone else was like, I'm going to put 100 Pogs in. Oh no, I've lost them. And you can see someone winning them, just like.
What was double funny is Sam, and no one knows why. I mean, it's an outrage, but Sam didn't have any Pogs of his own, so Aaron basically floated in Pogs. So every time Sam won,
no, Ben did. Ben didn't have any Pogs.
No,
Ben sorry. Stand corrected. Yes, Sam had some sweet Batman Pogs, which were awesome. Ben had no Pogs, so every time Ben won, I could see Aaron's face go from yes, I've got rid of some pogs to someone just won me a bunch of pogs because you got all those back, didn't you?
Yep.
we'll play again.
I got the cool Jurassic Park one, which I actually wanted because it was pretty cool.
The only one I actually wanted, Sam won.
Yes.
I honestly wanted to get rid of them as quick as I could. Turns out Pogs is a lot harder than you think. Now, come on, we all know who won. If you've read the comments.
No one's technically won it yet because we haven't called time on the voting yet, but there could be someone who is massively ahead in the votes. So, yeah. But I'm really worried after watching in some of the videos of SummerSlam that if I like win the belt, someone's going to come spear me out of nowhere. Most likely Dan, who was in.
Well, I've also got a shiny teeth.
You do.
Works on many levels. That was the joke. That was what me and Hannah thought was funny. Immediately when he turned up with his lighter than the sun teeth, which changed really were quite obvious. We were like, they've literally named this event. You'll never see it coming. And it's like, well, you will if Roman opens his mouth. If Roman smiles, that's all you're going to see. Just like a beam of light come at you.
But come on, how many times in the commentary it was just so overplayed that you'll never see it coming?
We never saw that coming. We all did, mate. We all saw that coming. I thought it was all right. I was happy enough. Happy that Oscar won anyway.
Yeah, I thought you would be happy with that. Paddy boys are in the house. Yeah, I think it's a full house. Nearly. Of the Paddy boys.
It was good. Some of the matches were a bit like what? Drew Gallo, Drew McIntyre, and Randy was just a bit.
Did that not go back? Because it kind of felt like I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like something went wrong in it.
Yeah, because it kind of.
It was an old school two big boy slamming it out, but to win again. Me and Hannah were talking about it. The old school like backslide roll up. It's kind of silly because it's one of the easiest, in real life you'd kick out of it. So I said to her, that'd be my finishing move if I was ever a wrestler. It'd be a nut punch and then a roll up, and I'd never lose because those are the two things that people never recover from. But it was an okay fight. I mean, the Fiend match was probably the worst one technically, but they say it's possibly because he smashed his back open on the when the desk didn't collapse. It looked like a pretty savage bump.
Yeah, but then also Braun hit his head on a shelf and he cut open his head.
Yeah, but even before that, it looked like Bray Wyatt ran out of gas, and Bray Wyatt doesn't run out of gas. So I think he might have knackered himself, like winded himself on the announcer's desk when it didn't collapse as it was supposed to. He just went bang.
I thought we didn't see that coming.
We didn't see that coming. No.
I thought they were going to play on the old Abigail thing a bit more.
That'll come.
Well, apparently she was meant to be in it, but they cut her out like last minute.
Well, I think they've given Alexa Bliss a little bit of time off for like mental health reasons. So we'll see. And obviously they've had to, and rightly so, they had to change annoyingly the head shave match because
I didn't realise that actually happened in like.
Oh, dude! Some dude was at her house and was looking.
Yeah, I didn't realise that was there. It kind of makes perfect sense. Well, what they did, but yeah,
horrible stuff, really.
You could. I'll sell you one of the spare guns I have for it for £2.50.
Ask Vic.
Yeah, Vic will sort you out.
£2.50. Done deal.
Just watch Venom, so I'm going to £1 million to pick up some Marvel Legends. Yeah. The Venom film's actually quite good. I quite enjoyed it.
I've not seen it yet. It's on Sky.
It's enjoyable.
Watch it. It's enjoyable. Yeah.
But yeah,
definitely. The Venom that's not the Venom range, is it?
They are bringing a new Marvel Legends range out, and one of the figures is like a Venom movie version.
Yeah, but sorry, when it says Marvel Legends, does you mean the new comic that you picked up?
Marvel Legends is the figures, 6-inch figures.
Yeah, but the Venom range isn't out yet, is it?
They're bringing a new one out.
Yeah, and it's like all Venoms, and the builder figure is like Venom Paul. It's like Deadpool's Venom.
Yeah, but it does have
that wave.
Let's work some magic.
There
you go. That's it there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that looks.
So you get
the builder figure's well good.
Yeah, the builder figure's amazing, and it's actually some decent figures to like. build it up with. I
This
really
is
want.
probably the only set that I've looked at and thought I could happily buy all of them.
I want that Morbius.
Andy, I'll go halves with you, and I'll keep the builder figure, and you keep the figures.
No, because I want the build figures there.
And
Well, then
there's the move version Venom there.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
That's the crotch shot. Yeah, that's in there. He looks deep.
Yeah.
And like you said, an actual builder figure that looks big.
Yeah.
I've got to say, I'm a little bit disappointed in the and I was really looking forward to it. I'm a little bit disappointed in the strong guy builder figure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not big enough. It's just not big enough. That the scale isn't that great for me. And of course, every single figure in that range is something I have no interest in at all. So, but yeah, if I find it cheap, I'll buy it. But I suspect it won't be cheap ever.
No,
It
I
should be
think
photography. That Deadpool should be small as well.
The Venom pool.
Yeah.
But
When
it's
it's actually when it's next to the figures, it might be the same height, but it's just the way they
it's a
picture.
it's a cool figure. But strong guy is meant to be like
Massive.
an upside down pyramid. You know what I mean? He's like meant to, and it's okay. I don't know. I just wasn't as impressed as I wanted to be, basically.
Yeah. Cool. Look forward to the video. Misfit Jacks. Anyone collects? I have the 90s Mighty Ducks figures.
I've had some pass through my hands. Oh, you still got a couple of you?
I got one. I picked him up from the boot fair. He's missing his stick, but nosedive.
See, I've picked them up at boot fair. I didn't even know it was a thing. Mighty Ducks to me is the Emilio Estevez film.
Yeah, well, obviously they made a late 90s cartoon of it, which was awesome. And I think his name's Everything Wrestling and More on Instagram.
Okay.
He's he always tags me, and he might tag you guys in these pickups from the car boot and everything.
No.
Oh, don't tag me, man. We're not as famous as you
are. Sorry, no, hang on. Everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he picked up the old school like 90s gym bag.
Yeah.
Mighty Ducks gym bag. And I messaged him saying, dude, if you ever want to get rid of it, he's like, no, I'm keeping it, which is fair. But I was like, if you ever do want to get rid of it, let me know, because it's awesome. But yeah, there you go. But there, cartoon's cool. I don't know. I don't think the cartoon's on Disney Plus, which is a bit disappointing. Or is it?
I imagine it would be, wouldn't it? Although they want to charge you like 20 quid to watch flipping Mulan.
Well, to be honest, like everyone's in an uproar, but if you actually went to the cinema, you're probably going to be paying 20 quid anyway.
Yeah, but you get a cinema experience. I'm sitting in my house.
What? Hear screaming kids and someone eating popcorn.
So I don't go to cinema. I don't like them anyway. But I definitely wouldn't want to pay 20 quid in my own home.
Yeah. If it was like a tenner or something, I know it sounds silly, but half that price, the price of one cinema ticket, you could justify it, couldn't you?
Yeah, maybe a tenner, but even when it comes out on Blu-ray or DVD, whatever people buy nowadays, like it's still not going to be 20 quid.
Yeah. So you just sound like a real old man just then, and I loved it. Whatever people buy these days, when it comes out on Betamax or VHS or whatever people buy these days,
I'll tape it when it's on the TV.
Yeah.
Favorite pickup?
I'm turning into my dad.
Yeah. It's not music.
I don't get it.
It's not music. There's no screaming. I can't understand. I can't understand because you're talking too fast. Give me someone screaming.
It's not heavy enough. It's not heavy or fast enough.
I was cool once, but then cool changed, and now I don't know what cool is. And it's.
I don't think I've ever been cool, dude. Like I collect Willow.
We think you're cool, Andy.
I hate what I fear, and I fear what I don't understand.
Guys, what's your favourite pickup so far? LJ, are you talking about this year? I hope you are, because
right now, my favourite pickup so far is these 3 Demolition figures.
I don't know. Well, it's gonna have to be the Tin Cowboy.
Yeah.
I love my black
pillowcase, Aaron. Do you love your pillowcase?
Yeah,
I'm gonna and pillowcase. You washed it before you slept with it.
It's going to turn up in your house. You're going to be there one day. You're going to come out. It's going to be sitting on the side.
Going out my window.
Sorry, Aaron, sorry. What is your favorite pickup so far? I cut you off.
My Black Series Mandalorian figure. I think that's awesome.
Fair.
From this year. Yeah, and the little baby Yoda.
I don't get it, but I don't need to get it as long as you're happy.
I'm always happy.
Eee.
I found they made official Star Wars Pulse Encounter. Allow the Tazo madness.
Yeah, allow that Tazo madness. We hate Tazos. I say we, I mean me. Rubbish. Flimsy.
How many have you managed to find, Brad, though? How many have you bought? That's the more important question.
Yeah.
Have you bought more than Aaron did? I mean, he wasted so much money on Pogs.
Investment.
Yeah.
I saw Mike's Vintage today put up a post on Instagram. He just bought in a collection of Pogs. I was like, oh my God. I was like, if this guy's buying them in. I mean, like, I don't know. I hold him up in like quite high regard because I've followed him for a long time. But like, if he's buying Pogs, there's something in it. We're onto a good thing.
I'm not sure, man. We were talking about it, and Ed's been talking about it for a while, and whatever. And all of a sudden, on some of the Facebook groups, someone's like, "Yeah, I've got his Pogs for sale. I'm looking for as close to $1,000 as I can get." It's like,
remember that?
Are you out of your mind?
I think that's what made it more funny because, like, we started talking about it and having a laugh, and then all of a sudden, I don't know if it was that effect of like when you start talking about something, you notice it, sort of thing.
Probably.
But it was quite funny how that guy just turned up and was just like, "Yeah, I've got like all these Pogs and sealed and books, so I want $1,000 for it all."
Yeah.
Or it was just someone having a laugh.
No, they were deadly serious, mate. They were bang serious. They were
Couldn't have been serious. That was too.
At like 20p a Pog, it comes to about 900 quid, and it's like, you're cool, man. No one's going to buy that off you because they weren't all Pogs. It's all like, yeah, and I got Chupa Chups and I got Tazo.
We had loads of box stuff as well, like
yeah.
The mock Pog world was in chaos. They were going mad for it.
The underground world of.
Why don't you find the thread and message him? But like, so did you sell them?
How'd you get on, dude?
Oh. Yeah, no one's interested. I'll give you 20 quid for the lot.
No, Aaron, we'll play him for him.
Yeah, now we've got the old brusky Pog shoulder out, you know.
You know, right? Are they the little dice things they're bringing out? I saw an advert for it, but if not, I will.
On flip side, some dunked in chocolate.
Mm.
Is that? I don't know if you lost me.
I think they're kind of the new age again. Keep changing all the cool stuff from back in the days to this new stuff, and for kids these days, and I just don't get it.
I'll definitely watch the video though, because I'm now I'm intrigued.
Jimmy Crane, any further? We're chatting about wrestling again on a toy stream.
Always,
yeah.
Always, Jimmy.
Got to have our little wrestling section.
Well, and we've got double because we've got Backlash this Sunday.
I know.
Yeah.
But also, it's bank holiday, isn't it? So I'm definitely I might just pay for it for this month. And
I'm also watching the first night of the Impact event. We're about 20 minutes into it. It's good.
Nice.
Venom is on Netflix. It is on Netflix. But it's been up on Sky Movies for a while, and I was like, I watched that, never did, and now it's on Netflix. So
yeah. It's
worth a watch. Anyone?
Yeah.
Just get some snacks.
Speaking of Netflix, guys, yesterday I watched, and a bit the day before, I watched the whole of season 2 of The Punisher. Yeah. I watched season 1 and I really enjoyed it, and for some reason I didn't continue. But I thought it was excellent. Just throwing it out there.
One of the best Marvel TV shows they did, if not the best. The Punisher series is amazing.
I just find it suffers towards the end. You can tell where they knew they were going to get cancelled, so they were just like, meh.
Isn't that? I think that's season 3.
No, that's Daredevil. Daredevil.
Yeah, Daredevil season 3. Punisher season 2.
Oh, I thought it was fairly strong in its resolutions. I thought it was all right.
I thought it started off really well and really strong, and it just kind of, I don't know. I feel like if it had a few more seasons and a few of those little stories could have like branched out.
Yeah, But they
But
did
no,
leave it. They did leave it in a way that you could essentially go anywhere with it because he now has a contact in the CIA. So it's like,
no, yeah, it was cool. I did like it, and that guy, I can't remember his name, is literally built for the Punisher, isn't he?
oh, John Berthnell, 100%. Although I thought the guy that they got to play Billy Russo with Jigsaw was not a good casting choice.
No,
I was going to say he was not my. I mean, I don't know who I'd pick for it, but I didn't.
He wasn't menacing, was he? He wasn't like.
Yeah,
there was no deputy with him.
I think they went down the sort of the kind of like sharp, pretty kind of boy look.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean?
like his face is meant to be really mangled, and they were like, "Oh my god, you're so disfigured." It's like you're still a really hot dude.
Yeah,
like, you've got like one cut down your face.
You could have like hot scars, like scars that someone's placed in.
Yeah, you know it. Yes, I'm very. I don't know if you guys have watched it.
I have seen.
I haven't yet.
I'm still to the point of, do we need another Batman? My opinion, no. But
yeah, but then I suppose there's about 100 different comics of Batman, different arcs. So
yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting to see what they do. But DC are very good at doing trailers. Like Suicide Squad trailer was amazing.
Dude, the new Suicide Squad will be good.
Yeah, look, that's good.
It will be good. Honestly, the last one was horrible, but the new one will be good.
I watched it again not that long ago, and I was like,
"It's terrible.
It's not as bad as I remember."
Oh, it's worse.
Justice League was awful.
I never watched it. I got so.
I don't coming out, isn't it?
What's that?
What?
Snyder cut. So there's another cut of the film.
Right. Okay.
No, Justice League.
Oh, right.
And it's supposed to have Darkseid in it. There's supposed to be more of Superman in it, like more of his story. He don't just wake up and disappear for like half the movie. Like there was more of a fleshed out story for him. There's more for Steppenwolf and all. So apparently, like we can, what it's like. Until it gets released, it's the savior of the franchise. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm.
We'll see. I mean, as I say, it looks okay.
Brad has a massive plush of a Mighty Duck and needs a new home.
He does. I think we've spoken about this plush before.
Maybe.
Me and him have.
I'm getting rid of stuff. I keep filling
that's what I'm like.
Aaron's moving house. He can't fill everything with new stuff. You're probably on a serious note. You're probably gonna have to cut down on what you got, aren't you?
You have to stop all those pre-orders.
Yeah.
I think I'll have to. I don't really have much on the go at the moment. So
I don't mean you're bringing two collections into one with you and Vic, so it's going to be interesting.
Well, it's literally just going to be this behind me, so hopefully it'll fit in.
You leaving the shed where it is then?
Yes, I've actually been told. Although I have looked up what costs would be on like a lockup, one of those like yellow storage lockups and stuff. So there is contingency plans, but at the moment, I've been told it's fine to have the shed here, which is cool.
Good.
Cool.
See?
Ed knows.
Just tuned in and we're talking about Pogs will never die, Sambro. Pogs will never die.
What? How do people keep watching this? We had one guy turn in and we had the bloody PowerPoint this time.
Yeah.
Talking Pogs every week. We don't mean to.
This is Toy Division coming at you live, talking about wrestling and Pogs.
Yeah. We might mention toys.
Yeah.
Batman be like James Bond, dozens over the coming years with different actors every
I agree.
Yeah.
Problem is,
I guess it has.
It's just one of those things for what's the way to say it? The problem is an actor, because of the age of an actor, he can only get a certain amount of films out in that time.
Yeah.
Well, I think would be good if they did do that. Use an actor like the guy that's playing Spider-Man at the minute, Tom Holland.
Yeah.
2 films with him in and actually have him age as he does age. And then if it comes to one where he passes down the torch of Spider-Man to someone else, have him as an older dude passing down the torch. Don't just keep rekindling him as a younger actor.
Yeah, well, you also about time people up to long-term contracts they might not want to get involved in and be typecast as oh, you are Spider-Man. Do you know what I mean? They might not want to do that.
That's happened to all the Marvel guys, like Tony Stark. his actual real name? Robert Downey Jr. Literally,
Tony Stark.
yeah, like, you know, Captain America is Chris something Evans.
Yes.
Like, you know, those guys have all been in the films for so long that that is them now, I think.
I agree. Agree with that.
But I've enjoyed that journey because they have all aged as the films have come.
Yeah, definitely. But also, it must be hard because you probably get Affleck was probably sold this whole story of you'll be making the DC films that will rival the Marvel films, and it just never came about, did it? So he's probably thinking, I ain't wasting any more time with this.
You know,
I can't imagine Mark.
So now I feel about DC. I was really excited about Suicide Squad, and now I'm put off everything DC for life again.
I know the guy's secret with the Pogs. He has so many because we've got Pog makers.
Do you want to know the real secret? We have more than one Pog maker, but Aaron still hasn't made any Pogs.
I missed a lot of comments. Really sorry, guys.
Big C. Yes.
Flip things is like a new type of pig. Tagged you all on a Sunday. Oh, okay. So I might miss that, dude.
I miss everything.
Any of you guys got any Zyber 9 figures?
I don't even know what that is, so I'm just going to have a look.
Yeah, hold on 2 seconds.
But yeah, I've got to apologise to Brad because I do not have a recollection of that at all. When was Sunday?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I sort of recognise them. I don't have any.
Flip your screen because I have no idea.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, I got cramp.
There you go.
They're pretty cool. I like the vehicles. I like the fact they looks like a mech and a speeder bikey sort of thing. They're pretty decent.
Yeah, I don't actually remember this cartoon at all. Well, that looks pretty decent. No idea, mate. Never heard of it.
No, me neither.
Been watching them on eBay and they ain't selling at all. Well, I think that kind of might have proven why.
Yeah, I mean, was it a cartoon? Was it yeah, I don't know. I've never seen them before. Not that I'm the big like. Boy, God, yeah, never seen them.
Sam, bro, no news on the NEC. Don't expect it back.
Probably next year. Probably, I reckon it's going to be like March, April.
Hope it comes to Disney Plus with Jessica Jones. Yeah, I kind of feel like it might be a bit too adulty for Disney Plus. There's nothing really on there. Yeah,
I hope it doesn't, because it means I have to get Disney Plus, which would annoy me.
It's all right. To be honest, in ages, like there's nothing.
Yeah, but we've already got like the WWE Network, Netflix, Amazon. Like just money.
Right, I've got Amazon. Even I've got the Amazon Netflix Now TV, and I swear Amazon and Netflix, besides them having their own like TV shows, their films are pretty much identical.
Oh, pretty much, yeah. It's the stuff that comes up for like cheap, hiring, whatever.
Oh crap!
Yeah.
Oh no, it's I haven't watched it. The only thing I have watched, and I've been trying to. The chat's been kind of going off, which is amazing. So thank you very much. But there is one thing I have been wanting to mention. Have you guys watched the retro game show on I can't remember what it's called, but on Netflix?
It's on Netflix, yeah. I haven't watched it, but
it's on my watch list.
Well, so good, so good.
Isn't it literally toys that made us, but games?
Yeah,
it's very similar.
It's about, like, background to games and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, but it starts off with like basically how it started from like some guys basically at MIT making like a coded game with like lines to. It ends on talking about first person shooters and everything, but hopefully it's in the top 10 of Netflix, so hopefully there's enough on it to get another series. But yeah, it is really good and it is quite interesting, like little things you don't realize of, like, like back in the day in like the early 90s there was so many of these like techie companies starting up, and how many of these little tiny companies actually made little bits that then like Nintendo or say bought up to make into their consoles. It's pretty cool.
I might give it a go, but I'm not.
I think you'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy it for like the nostalgia kind of side and just it being interesting.
You'd enjoy it because it's purely interesting. It's
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, that's it. High score. That's what it's called. Yeah.
X-Men Dark Phoenix is on Disney Plus too. That was really disappointing, that film.
That's the one with the girl from Game of Thrones, right?
Yes,
She plays.
Jean Grey.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh.
I haven't seen that, but also I thought that the X-Men films went right down as well.
Well, it's funny enough, they went right down when they introduced the X-Men. It's like none of them can get the characters right.
What you're saying is they're never gonna beat X-Men Last Stand with Vinnie Jones as Juggernaut. Is that what we're saying?
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
That was the pinnacle of X-Men.
Yeah,
Right.
and you can't. I mean, Patrick Stewart is bigger.
I think the guy they had playing Quicksilver in the later films was well good.
Mm.
I can't remember his
Yeah,
name.
he was from American. He was in American Horror Story, wasn't he?
He was indeed. Yeah, I thought he was very good.
Yeah, no, he's very good. And the scenes they did with him running fast were
Parker,
awesome.
Yeah, agreed.
And cheap Halo figures on your hunts. Keep a lookout. I'll transfer you the dollars.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I've got a few. I'll send you a message.
That's the green dude, right? You picked one up the other day, I think.
Yeah, I picked one up Master Chief.
Yeah.
That's right, I've just catched up. Scott Collectibles and Comics Justice League 4-hour edition.
Blah.
4 hour.
That might be sarcastic.
Oh, okay.
Or it might not be. Who knows in this day and age if that's real or not.
Again, Scott's another guy who's out on YouTube, starting to do some like car boot hunting vids, which is pretty cool.
Get a comment from Shinobi about the James Bond sort of factor.
Yeah.
When's the last time you watched a James Bond film?
I love Goldeneye. I think it's my favorite James Bond film, and I actually watched it the other day.
I watched Skyfall.
Okay, so that's one of the Daniel Craig ones. I don't think I've seen any Daniel.
Dude, I'm into Daniel Craig as James Bond. It's like someone went, we need to make it more like Jason Bourne, and they did. It's much more gritty, I guess. I like it. I like Daniel Craig as James Bond.
I don't think I've seen one, in honesty.
Just check it out, mate.
Is that why you showed off your
It was. I
Demolition?
saw it down there. I did indeed get an axe and smash, which means that if you're down, Big C, you're getting a crush on Saturday.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I do see what you mean about the size difference. The height doesn't really bother me that much, but I kind of feel if they were going to make Axe visibly shorter, they should have made him wider as well, because he was a bit more of a portly. He wasn't, I wouldn't say fat, but he was a proper barrel-chested,
a bit more robust.
Yeah, a more of a Kevin Owens. Do you know what I mean? Like he was just chunkier. So they should have made him slightly fatter, but otherwise he just looks short compared to Axe and Crush. So perspective, I'll put Axe there and Crush somewhere down there. That'd be cool.
Nah, bro, I don't think it's gonna happen.
We're all crossing our fingers. We're all hoping.
We're all hoping. Cheers,
Nice,
boys.
cool.
Decent. I got the Mega Drive.
Yeah, I bought one during lockdown with Brad in the comments, and I think I've played all the games that he sent me once, maybe twice. Just keep dying. So now it's just sitting there.
I think
So much more harder.
I got 4 Mega Drives at last count. It's embarrassing.
All right.
I do love them.
It's quite funny because in that in the show they talk about the rise of Sega and how basically they came after Nintendo and like the way they did it, and that's quite funny. Like back in the day when you can just like trash talk your
competitors or whatever.
Yeah. I don't think anyone would ever deny that compared to the NES, the Mega Drive was obviously superior, but I don't think there's ever been a better cartridge console than the Super Nintendo, from the shape of the controllers to the games that are on it. I think the Super Nintendo is the absolute business, and it's my favorite thing to play.
Well, it was one of those things. Like they had the NES, and the NES was 8-bit.
Yeah.
Like, years later, they brought Sega. Obviously, came out of a 16-bit, but because Nintendo was still running on their old technology.
But I just think for comfort and for gaming, I think the Super Nintendo, it almost didn't get. But I know you got Master Systems, Mega Drives, even like N64s and all that sort of stuff, but nothing, Sega Saturns and Atari Jaguars and whatever, GameCubes. But I just don't. And each thing you go, oh yeah, but that game was amazing. And yeah, they all had one or two like peak. You're never going to get better than that games. But the Super Nintendo, it's just the list of games on there that people, that's amazing. It had so many good games in it. The Mega Drive had loads of good games, but I don't think as many as the Super Nintendo. And there was a lot of crossover stuff you can get on both, obviously.
Yeah, of course. The only thing I found, it didn't have the Rise of PlayStation in it. So, well, that was a bit disappointing.
Maybe that'll be season 2.
Or maybe that might be season 2. Maybe they've held their cards to their chest, and like the Rise of disc games and stuff, like, they never got onto that. They got as far as first-person shooters and like the Rise of Doom, and that was it.
Yeah, but hopefully,
like PC style Doom.
Yeah, like how Doom was created. That's quite enjoyable, like how they made and how they went off marketing it and everything. And
I used to love playing Doom. Doom on a PC. Doom, a game called any gamers in there. If anyone remembers a game called Postal, give us a shout out. Postal was one of my all-time favorite games. A weird game on my Atari called Rockstar Ate My Hamster, which no one's ever heard of.
What's the game where you're a paper boy and you got like, I know it's so silly, you got to throw the paper. It's probably a paper boy.
It was literally called Paperboy.
Yeah. I just thought, I used to love that.
I had that on a Game Boy.
Yeah, it's just so simple, just like.
But I still like those sort of sort of games. Big C, I will indeed bring it. It's packed up and ready to go. The crush is ready to go for you on Saturday. All good. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I'm not in comics. I'm not. Joke. I'm not a big reader.
You're also not called Scott, but
yeah,
he's
not a big reader.
There's too many comments going on.
Yeah.
It's pretty lively.
You're all having your little conversations between each other, and I'm like, I just want to join in with you guys.
Yes, Blue Harvest Finished Toys. Sorry, it's another comment he's made. Yes, Rockstar Ate My Hamster for the spec, man. Brilliant. I did it for the Atari ST.
Rockstar Ate My Hamster. Well,
Rockstar Ate My Hamster. So it's basically it's a game where you navigate the world of music management, and you basically create a pop group and then try and rise them up. Like it's like Football Manager, but for
for music.
For music, and on a really old console.
Was that like the crisscross game for Mega CD? I remember having a crisscross game that we had to. It sounds kind of familiar or similar.
Rockstar Ate My Hamster was particularly cool for a child like me because it like had swear words in it. It was almost like a bit Viz-esque. It was like the names of the bands were a little bit raunchy and whatever. So yeah, it was the business.
And the Viz was funny. It was like Billy Big Bollock.
Yeah. Buster Gonads. Yeah. Yeah. An old school shinobi who recalls Postal. Oh, sorry, going to different side, mate.
I'm just going back down it again, so I don't lose my place. Game Gear.
Yeah. Do you remember the old Sega adverts that Rick Mail did? Do you remember them?
Dude, when did Sega come out?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot you were 10.
Rick Mail was in The Comedian, the bottom guy. That's cool.
It's very cool. They were awesome adverts. The adverts for the different systems were actually quite excellent. Do you remember the slogan "To be this good takes ages" with a Sega spinning around and
Just to throw an absolute curveball in here. Slogans: KFC have removed finger licking good because of the whole COVID thing, and they don't.
They've only just done it for the time being.
Yeah,
no, I know, but still, people that's like, is it really that?
It's such a clever marketing move, isn't it? Because now, like, we're at the live stream about toys, and now we're talking about KFC.
But it's just beyond me.
Spectrum, Mega Drive, and
PlayStation. Agreed. PS1 was.
Yeah, PS1 was the first console that I had.
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot.
Jackie Chan Stuntmaster. That's the game on that. Yes, they did with the Master System, but I don't count that because no one had one. in my area. No one could afford one. Basically, like we were all.
They do mention that, don't they? The first thing they had to do was like bring their price right down when they brought out the Mega Drive.
Basically in my childhood of that era of systems, it was NES. Then it was like now, are you a PlayStation or are you an Xbox person? It was you either had a Super Nintendo or you had a Mega Drive. You Mario or Sonic. That's your choice. I had neither because I was poor, so I had an Atari ST. But I used to go to my friend's house and get murdered on various games. Get frustrated with Alien 3. Great game, but difficult on the Mega Drive. As you know, Andy, difficult.
I've played it once, frustrated with it.
Yeah, it's so frustrating.
I got introduced to that Night Trap on that program.
I've got a Mega CD around here somewhere.
That was a interesting game. That was the one with the you could choose what people did.
Choose your Destiny roleplay.
Night Trap.
Is Postal anything to do with the as in going postal?
Yes, it's exactly what it is. The game group Running with Scissors made a game called Postal, and it is properly savage. It's like a top viewer, and the idea is to walk around different levels and murder everyone. It was banned by lots of places for being too violent, and the soundtrack, the score is quite haunting, but the voices of the people being shot is like horrific. And I used to love that game. They made Postal 2, which is more of a first person. It's very silly, but yeah. And New Bowl made a film, and it's unwatchably bad and has nothing to do with the game. But yeah, the U Bowl film is much like all of his films. It's pretty poor. But the game Postal is, you know how you had like video nasties. Well, Postal was a game nasty. Like when Mortal Kombat first came out and people were outraged. When Postal came out, people went, well, this is ridiculous. I mean, it's the aim of the game is to literally kill everyone, including and you can kill civilians, literally playgrounds full of children. You just flamethrower a lot of them.
Yeah, the first Grand Theft Auto was like that, no? That's where you could just go and murder everyone.
It was, but there was something kind of comic book about the Grand Theft Auto. Even when you run someone over, it's like you're brown bread, and like it's a little, and it was an uproar about that, but it was a little bit jovial with the soundtrack and the whatever. Whereas Postal, it's like sinister horror music.
What was it on again? What system?
Can I just say, was it this?
I've still got it, so you can come play around my house.
Is it this?
Yep, that's Postal. I got so good at it. But if you ever listen to the when you actually shoot people and stuff, it is quite savage. People going like, I can't feel my legs, and like women screaming, and I used to love that game. I spent so many days playing that game because you learn all the right spots. That's the band, the little marching band running around. They're civilians, but kill them anyway. Just kill everyone. And all the bodies lie there, and you got all different weapons. It's such a old school Shinobi's just nailed it. Postal made Mortal Kombat look like Dig Dug. It really it was, for that time. It was incredibly violent.
That's crazy. I can imagine. Yeah. I can imagine they're going crazy about that.
Oh yeah.
It's like, what's it? Like a modern time, that the level on Call of Duty where you just go into the
walk through the terminal. Yeah. Well, imagine that, but an entire game and every level is slightly more offensive than the last. You're like, Jesus, there's like a church and a bunch of people run out of it, and you're just going, it's yeah. Man, I love that game.
It's a bit worrying how much you love that game.
Yeah, I'm starting to like revalue our friendship here. What's going on?
Yeah, you best be more friends with me, or you know what's going to happen.
Well, yeah, I'm like, I want to be on the good list if you ever skip that.
just don't go to Tesco's at 4:00.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't anyway.
All of a sudden, when you finish this live stream, Dan, you're going to be like, right, I'm going to watch Falling Down.
Oh, I love that film.
I'm going to watch Falling Down, then play Postal.
Play Postal. Yeah. Yeah, it is a very silly game. Very, very silly game, but I did love it.
That's it. No rush. was the
No
problem.
Russian. We just walking.
You're
with
just
like,
walking.
with like an M60. Yeah.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's one of those ones as well. When you're playing it, you're like, I don't know. You're kind of like, I kind of don't want to do this. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It was a bit much, wasn't it?
But also, get some.
Get some. Pour it on. Pour it on.
You guys going on any toy holidays next year? Probably not.
I thought we were going to try and go to Belgium.
It's the dream.
If
It's the dream, yeah. But the way things are.
Is that this year? I don't know. You lost
I,
count.
can't, I think it's October. They were trying to redo the fair, but I can't obviously what's like moving.
Actually, yeah,
and stuff.
Ed, have they? If they're still watching, sorry, have they any updates? Is it still going ahead in October? Like,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because that's soon.
Yeah, I realised that is literally a month away.
Yeah. Wow.
But no, I won't be able to go in October. So
no, I mean definitely, yeah, we can't travel anyway. But
yeah, but it would be cool. To go even like, do you know what? I'll be happy not going on a toy holiday, but just having the NEC next. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just anything local, but like it would be cool to go back to America. That was pretty. That
was very good.
I'd rather go to I'd rather go and see Ed and go to.
Oh yeah,
that would be my number one choice, but also because I don't like long flights.
That was I was watching Nostalgic, a YouTuber today, and he does like videos. He just kind of a broad subject, but he's kind of he's into his collectibles and everything. And he was like doing one. It's like at a flea market in New Jersey, and yeah, it was just like you're seeing it, and you're like, gee, that's just sitting on a table. Like there was boxed Starship Troopers just sitting on a table. You're like, really? Like,
more things that only me and you are interested in.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And he just, and there's another guy, I watch Spooch Retro Hunting. He does a lot of flea market videos, and like he put one out the other day, and he's like, just proper. It's all Spooch is more like toy related, and it is just like loads of just like he was going through one. I know it's not crazy, but it was all like 90s Kenner Star Wars figures. But he had like this dude had boxes of it, and he was just like putting them out like it was a shop in the 90s. Crazy.
And what do we get? Car boot sales.
Car boot sales. Nah, car boot sales are still good.
They're still fun.
They're still fun. Definitely. Castle Illusions and Quack Shot topped it on the Mega Drive for me. Don't know what Quack.
Quack Shot's cool.
The shooting game, is it?
Quackshot's the ducktail, like duck.
That is Fleas are legendary. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
I'm just trying to think. I'm only going by the cover, but I think I've got one from a lot of games I bought. I'm sure Quackshots is the.
Oh, it's a Disney game.
Yes, it's a side scroll. Any kind of platform game, I'm immediately in.
Oh, it's Donald Duck.
I
didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, learning is fun. It only took us an hour and 38 minutes, but we've learned something.
Knowledge is power. Yeah.
Isn't knowledge half the battle?
What do you think? What do you two think your favourite ever video game is?
I don't play like.
That's all right. But what's your fondest memory of any video game?
Super Nintendo. We had like a split control thing, so we could play 4-player.
Yeah.
I believe it's called
Bubble, not Bomberman.
No, we did play Bomberman as well, but it was like a little pink boat-looking thing and a little purple and then blue. I'm sure it's called like Bubble or Bubble Warble.
Do you have to like shoot down? Is it like Tetris, but the opposite, where you shoot rows of bubbles down?
I think so. Oh no, maybe I'm thinking of Bomberman.
Well, Bomberman is when you run around and try and kill the opposition by planting bombs and blowing them up.
Bomberman's sick.
That's what I'm thinking of. But we also did have Bob. Yeah,
I've got four Bomberman 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 4-way multi-tap on the SNES.
100%.
We're gonna have to get some SNES Bomberman on. I play it well in the old days before coronavirus. I used to play it with my friends to get forwards around play Bomberman. So we should do that. Some Bomberman.
100% down for that.
Bomberman's a great
yeah. Well, because you couldn't do. Which was the one you could do multiplayer on?
Well, Bomberman.
Yeah.
All of them. You can play multiplayer on all Bomberman.
What's the one I'm thinking? The one I'm thinking of. You basically got power ups. So like if you blew up blocks,
Bomberman, yeah.
Like,
so as you're blowing up,
you kick the bombs.
Yeah, you get little feet to kick them, and you get like mega bombs that explode.
Yeah.
Like, and you can run faster, or you get like yeah.
Did you ever play at my house, Aaron? When you used to come over?
I remember on your SNES playing Mario. Was it 3? You definitely had Mario on your NES SNES because your dad used to always hook it up for me. I think that's the only game.
Yeah, that's something I'm not like massively into them, but I do remember that. I definitely remember Mario, but then I remember this bomb. It must have been Bomberman. Yeah, someone has just put in the comments. There is a game called
Bubble.
Yeah,
there you go.
Super Pang.
Oh, he's mentioned Chip and Dale. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers was a great platform game, and also on the NES, it was Double Dragon versus Battletoads. That was cool. All the Battletoads good. Hogs of War, big. Yes, Super Bomberman is one of my favourite SNES games.
Maybe it was Super Bomberman, yeah.
Yeah, but say Bomberman. I mean, whatever.
I just remember because I've said like when I used to, like in the summer holidays going to that like school club thing, like because obviously she had like loads of like all that sort of stuff, and she had a Super Nintendo, and playing that Bomberman on it, playing on the PlayStation 1, playing the Toy Story 2 game. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And having the adapter for the Game Boy games, so we used to be able to play Pokemon in on the SNES. That was awesome. That was awesome. But my fondest memory of playing games was me and my mate James just hours and hours of playing Halo.
I thought yours might be Halo. I know you enjoy Halo.
Me and him just. I remember him getting his Xbox for his birthday, and like they had like a bouncy castle thing in the garden and everything, and all the kids were outside running, and me and him were just sitting there in his front room playing Halo, just That's like it. So they have to go with Halo.
Fair.
Toy Story 2 was fantastic. The Rugrats game was cool as well. If anyone ever played that on the PlayStation. Yep.
PlayStation has some good games. Like for me, it's all about platform games. Big platform game fan. Remember Chip and Dale being quite hard though.
I remember having it and never. I don't know. I don't think I completed any game I've ever had except for maybe Assassin's Creed. No, I didn't complete that. I just like going up and jumping off the building.
Assassin's Creed was good.
I recently
Rugrats with the mini golf. Yes.
Yeah. I recently bust out my PS2 just to while some time away for some reason, and I put the Punisher game in, the PS2 version of the Punisher game, and it hasn't stood the test of time that well. I've got to be honest. You know, when stuff's like it's kind of slow and clunky, and things that were like, oh, that's awesome, like a death move. Now it's kind of like tedious and samey. It's not
That's
great.
What happens when I busted out playing some Tony Hawk's over the lockdown. Like when I got really, really excited for because they're remastered.
Yeah.
I still think the speed of it's quite good, but the graphics are not what you remember them on Tony Hawk.
It's not even that. It was like I'm pretty sure when I remember playing it, like I was getting like 1,000,000-point combos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And now I can barely do a volley without falling off. Do you know what I mean?
But that's not the game's fault. That's because you're out of practice.
Yeah. But do you know what I mean? Like when you sort of remember doing it, you remember being like, and then you sort of play it, and you're like, oh my, like
dog slide, kick flip, dog slide, kick flip, dog slide, kick flip, ting 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 ting, multiply.
Yeah.
Yeah. Manual. Yeah.
Dude, they're making but they tried to make new ones and no one's interested. So do what any good toy maker does and just remake
Rehash
rehash what worked in the first place.
Tony Hawk's 1 and 2, in my opinion, are almost perfect games for what they are for the skate games. By 3, it started to get a little bit. It's the
They
same.
went a bit down the jokey side, didn't they?
Well, when you start adding too much stuff in, you're like, this is kind of complicated now. But as far as a pick it up and play, Tony Hawk's was the absolute business.
I did have a BMX one. I think it was Matt Hoffman's
BMX.
Yeah.
Matt Hoffman BMX.
Matt Hoffman, sorry. Yeah, and that was pretty good.
It's very good, but
from what I remember, but I mean that was years and years ago.
Controlling a BMX was a lot harder than controlling a skateboard. You actually had to practice that. Same as with snowboard ones, like the 1080s and stuff. You actually had to.
Cool Borders.
Sean White, yeah.
Cool Borders was a wicked game.
Yeah, they made Dave. I think they made Dave Mirra BMX as well, but then, he blew his own head off with a shotgun a few years ago. So let's not talk about that.
SSX Tricky, that was always good.
Yeah, the one that all the boys went was about that one. The Triple X game had some chick with her top off on the front cover. That was like the best thing about it.
I remember my brother having a Kelly Slater Pro Surfing, and it was just like it just didn't work. Like it was just like whoever thought it was one of those things, wasn't it? Like Tony Hawk's was really popular.
Yeah. And like inline blading extreme, like it just worked with the skateboards. The BMX games, for me the best one was probably Matt Hoffman. Nikki G2X3 says mentions Goldfinger Superman theme track on Matt Hoffman. I think you'll find that was Tony Hawk's. The Goldfinger, it might have been on both of them, but Goldfinger, here I am, pretending I'm a Superman, was definitely on the Tony Hawk 1 soundtrack.
Yeah, it was definitely on Tony Hawk's 1. But
great soundtrack. Great soundtrack.
I remember Sean White had like a proper heavy metal sound. Like I think Sepultura. Oh, see you later, Andy.
And he's bored of our.
Yeah, Andy's gone. And he's like, screw these guys, I'm going home. Yeah, I think that was a good thing about the PlayStation, the Tony Hawk's games. You had all that unlockable stuff like Officer Dick and
Big Head Mode.
Yeah,
Officer Dick was great. I forgot about that till just then. Yeah.
The woman that was a porn star that wasn't a porn star.
Yeah.
Probably PS1 left it on 4 days pause, and Metal Gear Solid didn't have a safeguard trying to.
We've all been there. Forever. Yeah.
Yep. Basically, everyone never played a game properly.
It's like the original Grand Theft Auto. Go off track, make your own adventure. That's what it's all about.
Like I remember my mum and dad like going like. I think my brother bought it or was trying to buy it or something, and even then they were like, "No, you can't have this." But we had it on one of those. We had the demo of it on like one of those PlayStation magazine things.
Oh, it comes with like Games Master or something. When you
like you have like 20 games on one disc, so we just used to play it on that.
Too right. The 3 levels,
and then eventually, he did buy it, and you know. Vice City was the best. Yeah,
it was a game changer. Vice City was a game changer. I think it changed the way people thought about playing games.
He's lost the internet,
but he can still comment on YouTube.
I know, right?
Suspicious.
Almost like his phone's on a different service to his internet.
Yeah. They did. Yeah, I'm sure I did Dave Mirra game. But the Matt Hoffman was the.
Hold on, just trying it back in.
Oh, the Matt Hoffman. Hello, mate.
On feed 4G, dickhead.
Well, I've only got half a G, but I pump all half G into this computer.
I don't know how everything just went. My phone lost into like Wi-Fi.
I definitely remember having Pokemon on Game Boy and Kirby's Adventure. Kirby was a sick game to play on.
Kirby's a great game. Kirby's one of them underrated characters, man. Kirby's awesome.
100%. And you'll learn why it's called Kirby, Andy. And if you watch High Score.
There you go. Big C, we will. Oh, sorry, gonna.
Right, 2 seconds. Can I complete Mario 6 golden coins without dying? Oh, and I can complete. That's dedication. I don't think there's any game I've had that I've not been mass murdered. Everything.
Metal Slug, because you've got like infinite lives. So
But you still got to use it in life. You don't.
That's true. You still do die. Just come back again. Yes, fair point.
We'll have some Funkos for you.
I'm bringing like 70, but I'm leaving about 100 here. So I hope I bring the right ones. I've just totally guessed.
I think we've all got a few Funkos just because we know Tom loves them.
I know Tom loves Funkos. Anyone watching this, Pizarro Pieces, make sure you email him and ask him to say Funkos. He's like the Funko king.
Loves them.
He loves them.
100% DM Pizarro's Pieces.
He also loves buying collections of them as well. So
yeah, try and sell him some Funkos.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. Yeah, and he's got a live stream now. You know, just copying us. I mean,
yeah, we invented this, didn't we? Still, we're still playing stuff. I'm pretty sure, and like we've robbed this one off loads of people.
He started Wednesday War.
Wednesday Night Wars. Oh,
Tom, it's his on the same night.
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, that'd be interesting.
No,
it literally would be like the Wednesday Night Wars.
Yeah,
but no, his is on Thursday. He had Big C on it last week. It was
yeah,
really
I watched it. I watched it back because I didn't see the live thing. But I'll check. It's a regular thing.
Yeah, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock.
Oh, okay. I'll check.
Won't be as good tomorrow because Big C's not on it.
Nice. Scott in the chat's on it. So it'll be interesting to hear.
Okay.
Be interesting to hear his take on, because he's very new to the whole YouTube thing. So it'd be cool to hear him.
I particularly enjoyed the Big C chat because it was almost exclusively about wrestling figures.
It was like they set it up.
You love your figures in pants.
I said to Hannah, I'm gonna jump on Tom's chat, see what the vibe is, but like I'll give it 10 minutes live, then jump off and catch up later on. Man, I was on the thing the whole time, spamming them with comments because I was genuinely interested. It was a good chat. It was a good chat.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. And Tom found some good stuff at the car boot sale as well.
Mm. Yeah.
Everyone, we got a happy Tom instead of the upset Tom.
I sent him a message when he posted it saying like, about time. Remember that Kobe game commercials with the fat dude eating so much food he explodes. What's it used to?
That's what we all did, didn't we? Try and get 5 stars as quick as possible, and then drive off a bridge.
Definitely. Well, we've been in the chatting for 2 hours. I actually didn't know the time.
We should probably end it there, mate. I want to go and play with my demolition figures.
Is that another Evil Knievel metaphor?
That is not a euphemism.
I want to go and play with my tiny tiger.
Andy needs to go and polish his Ebasisk.
Yeah, I want to go and play with my double-headed Ebasisk.
I'm gonna go play with my Rita Repulsa.
Sounds like you should be going to the doctors with that.
That's all right. I just shout at it. Make my monster grow.
Make my monster grow. Not glow. For the doctor.
Guys, thank you very much for being in the chat. Make sure you tune into Tom's live chat, Bizarro's Pieces, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, I believe it is, and the Pally Boys on
Fridays.
On Friday, yes, 8 o'clock as well, I believe. Blue Harvest Vintage Toys on his channel. Make sure you tune into that. Some great live chats, some great stuff.
Come and see us on Saturday at Chatham if you want more toy talks with us.
See us for real life toy talk. Real life toy talks. Guys, thank you very much for watching.
Next week we'll actually have a thing to talk about. I swear we didn't actually talk about anything. We just rambled.
We rambled. We missed a week. We rambled.
Okay.
Think for next week. And I messaged these guys about it earlier. We have a guest. We have a guest coming on for next week. We'll shroud it in a little bit of mystery until later on. But he's a good friend of mine through toys from America. So he's got a massive collection. Really buzzing to have him on. Really looking forward to chatting with him.
It should be a good one.
It should be a good one because I believe he is not afraid of any ghosts.
Cryptic.
Ooh, who could it be?
Let's just leave. Jesus Christ, it's getting worse. Just leave it.
I know, right? Guys, thank you very much. Enjoy your week, guys. Get through it. I'll hopefully see you on Saturday. Happy hunting at the weekend, and we'll see you very soon. Peace.
Peace.